going to get started while my son is sleeping. Hopefully he'll stay asleep. And yeah, so let's just get started. So we're going to talk about gaining new customers and keeping them. That's the most important part. So, good, Crystal. So there are so many ways to constantly gain new customers, and the thing is, you can never stop gaining new customers because, you know, when we get started as new consultants, we have our list of 100. Ooh, that hurt. Oh gosh, I just hit my knee so hard. We have our list of 100 when we start as new consultants, and that's where we start growing our customer base. Well, we can't rely on just that circle of friends and family to be there forever and be our only customers, because it just doesn't work that way, and it can't work that way if you want to be very successful and you want to continue to grow your business. You have to meet new people. You have to utilize the people you do know to meet new people. And you just have to get out there and talk. Use your mouth. And use every opportunity that's there for you to gain new customers. So I'm going to talk to you about some ways to do that, and also ways to keep your customers, because you have to remember that there are tons of consultants and people can buy from anybody they want to, but it's up to you to make yourself stand apart and make those people continue to come back to you. Give them a reason to, you know, be connected with you and feel like they should buy from you instead of the other 10 consultants they know, or whatever the case may be. Thank you, Olivia. You always look beautiful. I actually got to put makeup on today. Alright, so the first and biggest way to continuously build your network is parties. We are in the party planning business, so if you're not doing parties, you need to be. You have to do parties. So there's so many ways to do parties. You know, you can do basket parties, home parties, Facebook parties, and there's a lot of different ways to go about each party style. Like for basket parties, it can be leaving it at a business with the employees. It can be shipping it to someone in another state, which is great. That's why I love basket parties, because I just use a little pencil pouch or one of the bank bags from the Scentsy Family Store, and I send it to my non-local customers, and it's super easy. You can do sip and sniffs with people. So just have someone bring a few friends to Starbucks, or even come over to your house or go over to their house and just do something casual like that, and then their friends order and they get free stuff. That is new people that you have met through them. And then there's Facebook parties. You can do Facebook Live parties, which are super fun and as close to a home party experience as you can get. And then you've got home parties, and you can call those whatever you want to. You can do different themes. You can do like costume parties for Halloween. You can do barbecue, bring back my barbecues. Those are fun in the summertime. You can do Christmas parties. You can do kid parties, or not kid parties, but like mom and me parties, where they bring their kids and you have like the buddy coloring sheets, or you have the warmers that you color yourself, that kind of stuff. There's so many things you can do with parties to make them fun and not make it just a traditional old party that somebody may not think is very much fun. And the less you use the word party, the better. So if you call it just a girls' night, or if it's a basket party, you just call it I call them my Scentsy goodie bags. I don't call it a bag party, just because when people hear the word party, it turns them away usually, because they think a traditional direct sales, boring party with a salesperson that isn't any fun. So when it comes to gaining new customers from parties, you have to remember that you can't just book one party and or book 3 parties and not book any parties at those parties. It's so important to book parties at every single party you have. You need to have a goal set of how many parties you want to book at that party. Reason being, say I'm a new consultant and my Aunt Cindy is going to have a party. So my Aunt Cindy has a party and she invites 10 of her friends and coworkers that I've never met. Okay, so those people buy and they're my new customers. But if I didn't get 1 or 2 or 3 of those people to have a party with me, that is even more customers that I'm missing out on. So every time you have a party, you're opening up your network. Like, you're opening up the window to a whole new network with every single person that attends that party and that books a party. So my Aunt Cindy, ain't that who I said, Cindy? I don't even have an Aunt Cindy. Cindy, I cannot talk, y'all. My Aunt Cindy, that's really hard to say, had a party with me, and she invited 10 of her friends. They came, they bought, they're my new customers. Well, 3 of those people booked parties. So each one of those people are going to invite 10 people to their parties. That's 30 new people that I could have been missing out on if I didn't get those people to book parties. So hopefully that makes sense. Cleaning gecko tubs, but listening. Okay. So with a basket party, some things you can do is enter my drawing slips in them. I usually take a paper clip and attach and enter my drawing slip to each order form. And that way, when they give me their order forms back, they have also put their contact info down to enter my drawing. And there's little boxes they can check if they're interested in having a party of their own, that kind of thing. Also, encourage your basket party host to pass their basket party to someone else instead of returning it to you. That way you can keep it circulating and you can just refill anything that needs to be put in there. So new order forms, new samples, whatever it is. Highlight your order forms. So highlight the name, address, email, and day or evening phone, whichever one you need. Highlight that info because it will make the order form stand out, or the info on the order form stand out more to them. They may just jot down their name and then write down their order and not put any of their contact info, but you need that because you need their email for one, for your newsletter, your monthly newsletter, but you need their phone number for follow-up, and if something goes wrong with their order, you also need their shipping address, because what if you're going to send them a thank you card or whatever you do for your customers, monthly mail outs, that kind of thing. And also you just need their contact info in your workstation, because I don't know if you know this or not, but when someone goes to Scentsy.com to place an order, like they don't go to your direct PWS, they go to Scentsy.com, the corporate website. That website, when they place their order, is going to automatically assign them to you if they purchased from you and you have their contact info in your workstation already. It's going to automatically assign them to the last person they purchased from, which was you. So if you have their email and their shipping address and all that in your workstation, it's going to recognize that and it's going to automatically assign their order to you. So it's very, very important. Same reason you don't want to enter like a bulk order under one person's name. You want to enter it under each guest's name and enter their contact info, and also that way you have it for follow-up in your order history. Each person's order is listed separately instead of like everything being under one name, and then when you go to follow up you're like, crap, I don't remember what this person ordered, I just know it was one of these things. So you don't want to run into that problem. Add the guest on Facebook. So when you get their order forms and you have their phone number, you can text them, ask them if you can add them on Facebook, or ask them if they are on Facebook. Let them know that you have a business page that you would love for them to go like and share with their friends and leave a review on your business page, and also that you have a VIP group that you would like to add them to. It's for your loyal customers only, so they get to see exclusive things. And something I do is I give my host, my basket party host, an incentive for doing certain things. So if they fill out every single order form, if they have 10 order forms and they give me 10 orders and they fill out all of the highlighted contact info, they get an extra free gift from me, because that's very important to me, and I let them know that it's very important for follow-up purposes, thank you cards, that kind of thing. And if they fill them all out, then they're going to get an extra gift from me. You can also give them an incentive for bringing you a host, or passing their basket party to a new host, or bringing you a potential team member. So I always put a host join brochure and some, if there's any join specials for the month, and sometimes I'll put a whole possibility packet in there. And if they give that to somebody and they join, they're going to get a free gift from me. Usually it's a nightlight warmer. And what I do is I just use my host rewards for that. I don't pay $20 for a nightlight warmer. Again, you can take basket parties to businesses. So people that that owns a boutique, or your hair salon, or your bank tellers, your postal workers, that kind of thing. You can take a bag party to them, and all of their orders combined makes a party order. They get free shipping. You give them some host rewards. Use Facebook Live to advertise your basket parties, because if you just post about it, it's not near as, people may not understand it as much as they would if you went live. And then if you're going live, you can make it sound a lot more fun, make it look a lot more fun, and explain it better to people, and they'll be a lot more likely to want to do one. And let's see, that's it for basket parties. Also, this goes for all party types. This goes for basket parties, Facebook parties, home parties, fundraisers, anything. Tag your host when the party orders come. Tag your host and the guests that attended. So you want to make sure you're adding all these guests as Facebook friends. That's one reason why I have so many Facebook friends. I used to not. When I started my business, I basically knew nobody. And now I have like tons of friends, because I add all of my party guests. I get referrals from those people. So tag your host and the guest when their orders come in. Take a picture of the orders bagged all pretty and say, your orders are here. I'm so excited that you hosted. Can't believe you got $75 in free stuff. And that way their network will see that when you tag them in it. And then also you can ask your host to post about their party and talk about all the free stuff they got and how easy it was and how fun. And that's going to open up the door to their network again. And word of mouth is the biggest way to get your business out there. So if somebody else sees that they had a party and had fun with it, they may want to do a party as well. So Facebook parties, again, add the guests as friends on Facebook. You can do things like the points game. There's so many different ways to do a points game, and you have to also remember with Facebook parties doing these points games, you have to stay in compliance. So you can't mention any free prizes or anything like that if you're on social media. You can only do it through private message. So when you do this points game, don't mention that there's a prize or anything like that, but you can say something like, you'll get a very special message from me, and then you can send them a message and tell them about the free whatever you're giving away, or however you do your points game. The points game, you can do things like they get points for liking your business page, or subscribing to your YouTube channel, or sharing your business page, or posting a picture of their favorite product on their page and tagging you in it. There's so many different things you can do to get your name out there and make it an incentive for these guests. Of course, do points if they book a party or join your team. Add them to your VIP group. When they order, let them know that your loyal customers get added to your VIP group, and let them know the special things that they get to have access to when they're part of that group. Again, tag your host when their rewards come in, and tag the guest that ordered, and ask the host to post about her party. And something I do with my Facebook parties is before the host even sends her invites, she is going to post a picture of, like, a selfie of her holding her favorite Scentsy product, or a funny Snapchat video, or she's going to go live and she's going to show a couple of her favorite Scentsy products and talk about she's having a Facebook party. It's only 30 minutes long. She would love to invite whoever wants an invite. This is why she loves Scentsy. And she's going to post that before she even sends her party invite. So that also gets the word out about you, and she's going to tag you in it. Home parties. Again, add the guests as Facebook friends. Post pictures when you are going to do a home party, like when you're on your way. Post pictures of the guests having fun, because that's going to make your customers want to book a party, because they can tell how fun your parties are. Tag the host so that their friends see it. And tag the guests if you're friends with them on Facebook. Points game with home parties. You can tell people to put your number in their phone as their Scentsy consultant. You can tell people to post about the party on Facebook. Post a picture of their favorite scents or their favorite warmer, or just post a picture of them having fun and talk about how they are so excited that they're at the Scentsy party and they're having so much fun, and to tag you. Always get people to tag you. It's so important. And book parties at every party. We already went over that. Fundraisers. You can do fundraisers for so many different causes and organizations and people and teams and schools. There's just endless ways to do fundraisers, and you have to be consistent about looking for them. You can't just try to book a fundraiser like twice a year and expect to get a lot of fundraisers. If you're consistently trying to talk to people about fundraisers, and you're letting people know that you do fundraisers, you're posting on Facebook about it, you're using the little ask me about my fundraiser stickers from the Scentsy family store, stick those on everything. You could even like make up a little postcard that talks about your fundraisers, stick it in every order. That way if somebody comes across a fundraising opportunity, they remember you in the back of their mind that, hey, Morgan does fundraisers with Scentsy, why don't we do that? Duh. So you can do Scent Circle fundraisers, full catalog fundraisers. If you do a full catalog fundraiser, you can set it up also as a public event on Facebook so people can share it with their friends. If it's public, they can share it and other people can see it. If it's private, other people won't be able to see it. So make sure it's public. And there's a fundraiser page on Facebook. I think it's called Sensational Fundraisers. I can post the link in the comments when I get done. But that has a lot of information on fundraisers. It has letters that you can give people about your fundraisers. Has the order forms for different types of fundraisers. It has a lot of things, and there's also a lot of things in the files section of our team page, because I do fundraisers. So anything I use, I load to that file section for you guys to use. And then also, if you search on our team page fundraisers or fundraiser, you should find some videos and posts from me showing you how I do my fundraiser envelopes for, like, if I'm doing a team, the envelopes that I give each person, each student, each team member, whatever. So you can do organizations, churches, individuals, like if somebody needs money for medical bills or whatever the case may be. I've done breast cancer runs, like somebody was raising money for breast cancer. I've done, I can't even think right now. I've done a good bit of things though. And then I've done dance lines, I've done cheerleading squads, baseball teams, students. Hey Victoria, it's okay, you can go back and watch. So different kinds of teams. I mean, go to your local schools and get in touch with every single coach. So baseball, volleyball, football, cheerleading, dance line, band, basketball. I knew I was leaving something off. whatever teams are at that school, and then also the teachers that are over the organizations. Like my high school had HOSA, which is a health occupation something club. There's Key Club. There's I've been out of high school too long. Beta Club. I don't know. There's a lot of different things. Get in touch with those people too. And I think I already said make sure you're posting consistently about fundraisers on Facebook. And especially if you do a fundraiser, you can post things like, say you got all of your packets together to go take that team. Oh my gosh, it's driving me crazy. You got all your packets together to go take that team. You can post a picture of them and be like, I'm so excited, I'm taking these fundraising packets to this cheerleading squad. So excited to help them raise some money. You can post pictures when the orders come in and be like, thank you for ordering from my fundraiser, and thank you for ordering from this team's fundraiser and helping them raise money. And think about how many new contacts you can meet with fundraisers. Not to mention, fundraisers are huge for your PRV, so you can easily get monthly sales award, you can easily earn incentive trips, and there's tons of people you can meet with these, because each person, like if it's a team and there's 20 people on the team, all 20 of those people are going to bring you new customers. So this is huge. And then you can write them a thank you card, you can call them to follow up and start to connect with them more. That way they continue to order from you. Events. So do events. Small events, big events, any kind of events in your area that you can find. It doesn't matter what kind, just any way that you can meet new people. If it's a temporary event, you can sell cash and carry, so you can take any stock you have, or if you don't have much stock, that's fine. I mean, really all you need is like your starter kit. So you can do any kind of event. If it's not a temporary event, like if it's a retail location of some sort, like our trade day here, like our flea market, you can only take orders. So you can take a display, but people have to give you their orders. You can't sell your stock there. Make sure you do a drawing, so you can have your drawing slips with a drawing box. Your drawing slips are gold because they collect contact info for people. It's going to get their name, their email address, their address, their phone number. It's gonna tell you if they're interested in booking a party or joining your team, and then whether they order or not, you can follow up with them later. Like say they took a sample from your sample bar, you can follow up with them and ask them how they liked it and maybe get an order then. And yard sales. If you have a yard sale at your house, you can set up your Scentsy stuff. Anytime you can set up a Scentsy display, do it. So, and shoot, wear a Scentsy shirt when you're having a yard sale. Like, brand yourself. Let's see. I was gonna say something, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, when you're asking people to book parties and they don't want to book a party, always make sure you ask them that, tell them, okay, that's fine. Do you know anybody that would like free Scentsy? Or if you're talking to people about joining, do you know anybody that would be interested in some extra income? So if you get a no from somebody, always try to get another referral from them. That was just kind of a random thought that popped in my head. Okay, so have a referral program. Referrals are huge. Word of mouth is the biggest way that you can get orders from people, because somebody loves something they ordered from you, they're going to tell people about it, and those people are going to want it too. So have some kind of referral program. Let me grab something. Ooh, thought I was going to pull my phone off. Have some kind of referral program, like they refer a customer to you and they get a free scent circle. They refer a host to you, they get a free scent of the month bar. They refer a team member to you and they join, they get a free nightlight. that's just throwing random things out there. You can do whatever you want. But make sure your customers know about these referral programs, because where are my cards? Make sure your customers know about your referral program, because if they do, it's going to give them an incentive to always send people your way, because they're going to know they're going to get something free out of it. You can do, ask people to share a picture of you on Facebook that says, you know, you can send them a picture that you put words on using an app like WordSwag or PixArt or Photofy or Canva. There's so many apps that you can put words on pictures. But you can put words on there that says, am I your Scentsy consultant? Please share this photo with your friends. Or am I your Scentsy consultant? And then ask them to share that picture with your website link and why they like to buy from you. So that opens up that network, their friends on Facebook. And then you can also ask people to leave a review on your business page, because when people leave a review on your business page, it will show on their timeline and their friends will see it. You can do postcards like this. Hopefully this isn't backwards. This is what I put in with all of my customer orders. This right here says, ask me how to get my monthly scent-scription bag in your mailbox. And I'll get to that in a minute. And it says, love, brag, tag. When your Scentsy goodies arrive, number 1, open it. Number 2, ooh and ah. Number 3, snap a pic and tag me on Facebook. Number 4, get entered into my drawing. So that's a personal special, but I can advertise that on here because it's one-on-one communication. So they get entered into my monthly drawing when they snap a picture of their order and tag me in it on Facebook. And then it also says drop a review on my business page. And it has what my business page is. So I've got a lot of new customers from people doing that, from them posting a picture of a warmer they bought or a scent they got and talk about why they like it, and then their Facebook friends, of course, are going to want it too. So I've got a lot of new customers and team members like that. Monthly mailers. That's something you can do for your customers to kind of make yourself stand apart from everybody else. Sample clubs. I mean, there's so many different ways you can do this stuff. Scent of the month clubs, scent-scription things like I do, like a whiff box. That's what a lot of people call it. It's subscription boxes that they pay for monthly, and you can do it however you want to. You can charge however much you want. It's just all up to you, but remember, that's personal special, so you can't really advertise the details about it. It's something you would need to email to your customers or message to your customers or put on a postcard that you put in their order. Birthday clubs, your VIP group, so many different things you can do for your customers. And that goes along with keeping your customers, because if you're doing things like that that stand out, then they're going to come back to you and they're going to refer their friends to you. Brand yourself and your car. Everywhere you go, brand yourself somehow. Whether it's a Scentsy bag that you're carrying, a Scentsy hat that you're wearing, a Scentsy shirt that you're wearing, Scentsy yoga pants like I have. I love those things. You just have to brand yourself somehow everywhere you go. Because if you're not, you never know what opportunity you could have missed out on. Yes, you may go somewhere 10 times and wear a Scentsy shirt and nobody asks, but what if they ask about it the 11th time and that's your next new team member? So always brand yourself and brand your car. Have a Scentsy decal on your car, because that is an opportunity every single time you go out in public for someone to ask you about Scentsy. Or they could see your phone number or your website on your car and be like, hey, I need a new consultant and I need to place an order. Let me go to her website really quick and order from her. Or they may call you. Brand your Facebook page. So make it very obvious that you're a Scentsy consultant and that you're passionate about what you do when somebody clicks on your Facebook page. Why are you worried about it? Because when he drives, you can leave a mobile office in there like have some bulbs and catalogs and samples in there, so if he is driving it and somebody wants something, that he can give it to them. Where did I get to? So brand your Facebook page. Well, tell him to stop being a jerk. Tell him to be supportive. You're making money. When you brand your Facebook page, it shows people how passionate you are about your business, and it attracts attention, and it will make people want to buy from you if you are very, if they can tell you're very active in your business and you're very passionate about what you do. Like if they click on your page and it's just your name and that's it, then they're obviously not even going to know you're a Scentsy consultant. But if you have a picture of some sort on there, whether it's your cover photo or your profile photo, that is something Scentsy related, and you have your website listed, and even like me, I have my title in my name, so it says Morgan McGee, and then in parentheses it's Independent Scentsy Star Director, I think is what it says. That's very obvious that I love what I do. I run a business. It's not just like a hobby for me, and so if somebody finds you on social media, then they're going to be more attracted to you in that way. Yard sale pages. So post in yard sale pages, but make sure that there isn't any rules against direct sales companies posting on that yard sale page before you do it, because you don't want to get kicked out. But if you do post on a yard sale page, you have to remember again to stay in compliance. You cannot post stock on yard sale pages, eBay, any kind of page like that. You cannot sell stock like that. So the only thing you can advertise is, you know, the business opportunity. You can put your website on there. You can put special, like Scentsy specials on there, not personal specials, but the harvest collection, bring back my bar. You can advertise buy 5 get 1 free bars. You can advertise anything that's a Scentsy special. You can advertise your website, the business opportunity, anything like that, as long as it's not a personal special or like free shipping, because that is a personal special, or stock. You can't advertise that stuff on there. Yeah, good tip, Brandy. She said make sure you put the featured photos as Scentsy items that are current. So there's a thing where you can do featured photos. I think it shows like 5 or maybe 4 pictures at the very, not at the very top of your page, but when they scroll down a little bit before they get to your timeline, there will be featured photos, and you can choose which photos you want to put there. So like if you want to put Scentsy items on there, like Brandy said, make sure they're current, make sure they're available. And like me, I have a picture of my family. I have a picture of me and my husband on an incentive trip. I have a picture of my dogs, I think. And I think I have a picture of me with some of my Scentsy sisters at Scentsy Family Reunion, I think. I don't remember what they are. I haven't changed them in a while. I should probably change them. But basically that tells people all about me when they see those photos. So it's not just Scentsy, but it's showing them my family, what I like to do, that kind of thing. Be active in groups, like things that interest you. Like for me, I'm in a German Shepherd dog owners page, on like a fixer-upper fan page, on pages that have to do with like breastfeeding moms. There was a page I was on when I was due in July. There was a page just for people who were due in July, and I'm still on there. Just anything that interests you, be active in those groups, because when you get to know the people in those groups, when you meet those people and they click on your page, they're going to see that you're a Scentsy consultant, and you never know. Theirs may have moved, or they may need a new one, or they may just be interested in trying the product because they've heard about it but they didn't know who to ask about it. And, you know, when you start to build relationships with those people, if they haven't asked you about Scentsy, you can always bring up Scentsy in some kind of way. Like, hey, one of the first things you ask is what, if they're a stay-at-home mom, or if, you know, what their job is, and you can tell them what your job is, and then you never know, that may even lead to an opportunity for them to join your team. So, be a part of groups that interest you. Every opportunity you can use to meet people, do it. Where did I get to on here? So, businesses in your area, any kind of small businesses, or not even necessarily small businesses, but businesses, go around and ask them if you can set up a small display. So you can take like enter my drawing slips where people can fill it out. Don't take catalogs, because you do not want to give out catalogs to just random people or give them out like hotcakes, because they aren't cheap. So use product lists or showcase brochures, something that's cheaper. Leave those. Like, you can take a basket with product lists, business cards, samples, and enter my drawing slips, and leave those for people, you know, in waiting rooms of doctors' offices or whatever. Leave them with your bank tellers at your hair salon. Leave a demo warmer. You can leave a demo warmer and keep them refilled on wax, and that way they can promote your business for you and you're not even working. So that can bring you new customers. Talk to people. So everywhere you go, make sure whoever you are coming into contact with knows you're a Scentsy consultant. You're going to be wearing something to brand yourself, so a Scentsy shirt or something like that. You know, even having like a buddy clip on your purse, or having a buddy clip on your diaper bag like we do. We also carry our Eddie the Elephant sidekick around. When we have my son in his car seat, Eddie the Elephant's always right there with him. That's even ways to brand yourself, because people smell. Like, the other day we were in Petco, and my son had his Eddie the Elephant in his car seat, and we had our buddy clip on our diaper bag, and it was like we were walking through the store and all you could smell was Scentsy. Same thing with Scentsy Go. When you get your Scentsy Go, take it everywhere. Like, I'm talking everywhere. Because when people smell something, they're going to ask what it is. And you're going to tell them, oh, that's my Scentsy Go. You know, I just carry this everywhere with me. So, talk to people when you're out in public. Not only are you going to be branded, but you can give people samples as gifts. Like, thank you gifts. Or just as a way to brighten somebody's day. Don't feel like you're being weird or annoying. People really like to be given free stuff randomly, because who does that? So people like your waitresses, your cashiers, your hairstylists, your nail tech, bank tellers, if you are at an auto shop getting your tires rotated or getting your car fixed, getting your oil changed, you're at a car dealership buying a car, talk to them about scent circles or car bars. You're at the doctor, dentist, people that come to your house to spray for bugs or hook up your internet or your phone or your satellite. You know, we have somebody on our team that came from the guy that came and installed our internet, because he came and installed our internet. He was super friendly. We talked a little bit, got to know that he had a wife, and so I was like, hey, I'm going to give him a little sample bag of some Scentsy stuff. So I sent a sample bag of Scentsy stuff for his wife, and I also included I think it was a Mystery Man scent circle for him. He gave it to his wife. Next thing I knew, she placed like a $200 order, and I contacted her and told her that she needed to join so that she could get a discount, and she already had customers because it was her and some friends that had ordered together, and she joined, and she's still on our team. And it's Heather Dominic. So that's how I met her. And I already kind of talked about that. Give samples as gifts to people. So if you have a really good cashier or a really good waitress, you can give them a sample as a thank you. Like, thank you for making my day. Thank you for taking good care of me today. here's a free sample. And then the important part of doing this is to try your very best to get some contact info. You can have enter my drawing slips on you at all times that you can give them and say, hey, I've got a monthly drawing that I do every month. You want to enter it? They'll put down their contact info, and then you have their contact info to follow up with them. You can follow up with them and say, hey, just wanted to see how you like your sample. If you want to get some free stuff, let me know, or whatever you want to tell them. So as far as, or you can add them on Facebook. Like, we had a waitress the other day at Cracker Barrel that was just super sweet. She is pregnant and she's really young, and she was awesome. We are picky about our waitresses, and she took really good care of us, and she talked to us, and she wasn't just like, it didn't seem like she was just there for the money. She actually cared about us. She took really good care of us, kept our drinks refilled, and so I knew that she would make a great addition to my team, and I knew that with her being a new mom, she is probably in need of some extra income, so I made sure to give her some Scentsy stuff, and I did add her on Facebook, so that was a way that I can stay in touch with her. Because if I would have just gave her that stuff, I don't know if she'll ever get in touch with me again, but if I have her contact info, I can get in touch with her. It's our job to get in touch with people. It's not their job to contact us. People are very busy, and usually they are not going to remember to get back in contact with you. So, as far as keeping your customers, let me grab my water. I never talk this much, so every time I do this, my throat starts getting dry and hurting. As far as keeping your customers goes, you know, you can build your business all day long. You can get as many customers as you possibly can, but if you're not doing things to keep them, then you're wasting your time. So things like your referral programs, again, giving gifts for people that send business your way, send hosts your way, send recruits your way. Give them something, make sure they know about these programs, because if they don't, then they may not be as motivated to refer people to you. If they know they get free stuff, they might go on a mission to find people to send to you. So, and things like your monthly subscriptions and your sample clubs, your birthday clubs, your VIP group for your loyal customers, your monthly mailers, like for scent of the month, like if you send a scent of the month sample with a warmer of the month flyer, whatever you do for your customers that makes you stand apart from other consultants and that keeps you in the back of their mind as their Scentsy consultant. Like if you're sending them monthly mail, you're in their mailbox every month, and they're going to keep remembering you. They're not going to forget about you. And they're not going to forget about ordering. And I just had another thought, and it popped in my head and left my head. I don't remember what it was. Let's see, I was talking about sample clubs. Maybe I'll remember. Thank you cards. Handwritten thank you cards. So very important. Make sure they know how thankful you are for their business and why. Let me show you something again. I should have got all this stuff out, but I didn't think anything about it. I need to update these now that he is a little older, but these are my thank you cards. So for one, I showed you my Love Brag tag cards. So those have my picture on them. That's why I like the business cards from the Scentsy Family Store too, that have your picture on them, because if it's a basket party or something, or Facebook party, and you've never actually met the people, at least they can put a face with your name. But these are my thank you cards. It's got my son on it, and it says, "Thank you for supporting my mommy Scentsy business so she can stay at home with me. Love, Carson." And then I write on the back of it, because I want them to know that their business means literally the world to me, and that it's the reason I can stay home with my son. So it makes them feel, it's way more personal. It helps them know that they are helping someone else by purchasing from their small business. And people love that. So that's my thank you cards. Make yourself stand out by doing unique things for your customers. I've seen, the way you package your orders can really stand out to somebody. Well, it will stand out to somebody. Like if you have one consultant that throws your order in a clear bag and hands it to you, or you have this consultant who takes the time to go to the dollar store and buy some stuff that's cheap, cute bag, cute ribbon, put a thank you card in there that's handwritten, put a little tag on there with their name on it. It's gonna stand out to them a lot more, and they're gonna be excited when they get their Scentsy orders, because it's gonna feel more like a gift than this person over here that just threw it in a bag and doesn't really care. So do things like that to make yourself stand out. You can even put unique things in their orders, like maybe you always put a sucker in your orders, and that stands out to your customers. Something that's like a signature to you. There's a lot of different things like that you can do. So do fun things like that. I like to, around the holidays, I like to do fun things like that. Like around Christmas time, I'll get those clear plastic ornaments that you fill with things. I'll get those from like Hobby Lobby or Amazon or the dollar store or wherever, and I'll fill them with washer whiffs, or open up a scent pack and put some of the beads in there. And that's kind of their little thank you for ordering from me around Christmas time. I'll put a candy cane in their order. And then around Halloween time, I'll put Halloween candy in their order. And I also try to theme my samples around the holiday. Because I always put a sample of some sort in their order. So around Christmas time, it'll be a Christmas tree shaped sample or a snowman shaped sample. Halloween time, it'll be a witch hat or a pumpkin shaped sample. Easter time, it'll be a bunny shaped sample. And then I also, like with my Easter orders, I'll put in a little plastic egg, and I'll put the sample inside that egg. Just fun stuff like that. It really stands out to your customers, and it really makes them feel valued and like you actually care about them, and that you're not just a customer to them. So building relationships with your customers is so important. This is the way to get people to reorder from you. If you're not building relationships with them and you're just thinking of them as your customer, and you don't actually connect with them on a personal level as well, it's going to be harder to keep them as a customer. So that kind of goes back to my thank you cards. They are connected with me instantly when they see my picture, my son's picture. They know that them purchasing from me is helping me to stay home with my son. It's helping me to provide for my family. And you need to build a relationship with them where they feel like you're not just their Scentsy consultant, but you're their friend. And you can talk with them, keep a file for each customer if you have to. Write down their family members, anything that is going on in their life that you need to ask about next time you talk to them. Like maybe they have a sick family member, or maybe someone passed away and you want to send them a card. Like if your consultant is sending you birthday cards and sympathy cards when a family member passes, or congratulations card with a honeymoon hideaway scent circle when you get married or when you get engaged, or newborn nursery bar when you have a baby. If your consultant is sending you things like that, you're going to feel very special, you're going to feel valued, and you're going to really like that person because they're thinking of you as way more than just a customer. You have established that relationship with them. So think about that. Like if you're buying from another company. Are your consultants doing that for you? Because mine aren't. But I'm doing that for my customers. So that's making me stand out. So do things like that. Stay involved with your customers on Facebook. So watch for their Facebook. You know, if you're scrolling through Facebook and you see someone post about something, try to comment on it. Don't just like the post. Try to comment on it and stay kind of connected with them. You know, let them know that you care and that you care more about than just them being your Scentsy customer. And that goes along with follow-up. Follow-up is huge. You have to follow up with your customers. You have to stay in the back of their mind. You have to make sure that they're happy with their order, that they're stocked up on their wax, because again, it's our job to make sure they stay stocked up on their wax and they stay stocked up on their favorite scent if it's going away. It's not their job to come back to us. We have to make sure that we do our job to make them come back to us. So following up is a must. You have to follow up. So have some kind of follow-up system going on. I have a follow-up binder that I use, and I follow up with my customers 1 week after they receive their order to make sure that everything's okay. You know, no bulbs are broken, no warmers are broken, they like their scents, they're happy with what they got, they have plugged in their warmer, made sure it works. And then I follow up with them a month later, and that's where I'm looking for a reorder. And I may not always ask directly if they need any Scentsy. I may just follow up with them, ask them about their family. They know that you're the Scentsy lady, so if they need to order something, they're going to. But then you can also, you know, tell them about any specials we have going on, our new catalog. Can I send you a new catalog? Show them our new harvest collection or the Christmas collection or whatever if it's Christmas time. So, and then I follow up. If they don't reorder at 1 month, I follow up with them at 3 months. So that's how my follow-up system works. And I have a binder because there's no way I could keep up with all my customers if I didn't. And I do not use, if they order online or in person, either way, I do fill out an order form for them and put it in the binder. But I don't use order forms. I actually make copies of my order forms. I put 2 on in my printer in the copier and make copies of them, cut it in half so you've got 2 order forms on each page, and that way you're not wasting a bunch of order forms. And so make them feel valued. We went over that. Be passionate about what you do. Make it very obvious that you're passionate about your business. You're passionate about taking care of your customers. Make it very obvious that it means the world to you when they place an order. Post a thank you on their Facebook page when they order from you. That's another way to get your name out there. And what I like to do when I post a thank you is post a picture of what they ordered. So if they ordered a Reflect diffuser, I'll post a really pretty in-person picture of the Reflect diffuser, and it'll say thank you for your diffuser purchase. And that way their friends see that they ordered that, and that they might want one too. And again, with being passionate, make sure that your customers know your why. Make sure they know why you do what you do. Like I said, with my son, it's so that I can stay at home with my son. It's so I can take my husband on free incentive trips. It's so I will never have to miss out on anything in my son's life. And financial freedom, you know, those kind of things. My customers know that, and they know how important they are to me for that reason. So they are going to continue buying from me. So that's about all I have for y'all. That was a really long training, but I think I taught y'all a lot of stuff. So I hope that you can utilize these things and really grow your customer base. Just don't forget, party, party, party. Look for fundraisers, look for events, and never, ever, ever, ever stop gaining new contacts. Because yes, you're going to gain new customers, but not everybody's going to come back to you and reorder. They just won't. So it's very important to continue to grow your customer base and never, ever stop. Does anyone have any questions, or if y'all have any more ideas for ways to gain new customers, things you do, or just ideas you have, please comment below and let us know. But if y'all have any questions, let me know. I'm going to stay on here for a few seconds to see if anybody has any questions. Sorry, I'll get to see my forehead. I know this is a little delayed, so I'm going to give it a minute. Taylor, you're still waiting on a reinstatement? Good Lord, I feel like it's been so long. Maybe you should email him again. Can't wait to have you back. Good. Well, I'm glad you are training your brain. You're going to be ready to go when you come back. Alright, y'all. Well, thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope y'all enjoyed this training. I hope you learned a lot and that this really helps you grow your business. I know a lot of you are always asking about new ways to meet new people, so hopefully this helped. And I hope y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all.